Hey Cowboy, Travis here from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Just wondering what your all-time favorite muscle car is. Cheers.
I'm pondering this. I don't know.
Did you ever have a muscle car when you were
No,
in high school or anything?
I've never been into cars.
Really?
I've always been like a truck guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always had like a Bronco.
As long as it can go in the dirt and it can
Four-wheel.
fucking rip out
Yeah,
there.
go four-wheeling, but I never was into like fast because I'd kill myself. Yeah, motorcycles, and thank God you can just jump off them and skip down the highway. Anytime you wreck over
Skip
100,
down the highway.
you know, anytime you wreck over 100 miles an hour, you do more hovering than you do crashing. So you're kind of like skeet. And then usually you start dragging your hands, you'll wear the palms of your gloves out. But fast cars, I never. Are you asking me like visually? Like, do I walk up and I'm like, ooh?
Oh, okay, so yeah,
that
that's
Shelby looks cool, or ooh, you know the Camaro. I like the way the '66 Camaro looks. You know what I mean? Like,
because that's it for me right there. 66 Camaro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I just never had. I liked riding them and driving them. I remember this kid borrowed my motorcycle once, and he left me his 2003 Mustang, Cobra Mustang, and we drove the shit out of it. You know what I mean? I was like, but I think it was probably 2003, so it was like it wasn't like a old school muscle car. It was like a new school, and we burned the fucking tires off that thing. But again, we just drove like idiots, and I'm glad I never owned one. But I just. I am going to build I have a 55 Chevy, and I'm going to make that into like a rat rod and make it into a muscle car. So, but, man, I dropped a 454 into my Bronco only for four-wheeling. Right? Like you could you could chirp all four tires, and I had 38 huge monster truck tires that you could rock all four of them. But never, sorry, I don't have a better answer for your...
Here, I'm gonna rephrase the question then.
Right.
What was the car that you saw, or what happened to make you be like, no, I'm gonna kill myself doing that?
Oh, I'm an idiot. I knew that any speed I would have, especially a manual transmission, I don't have any control.
So it was just a blanket statement over.
Yeah, I just knew I get into a fast car, I'll die. Yeah, so I need a four-wheeler that can go 55 miles an hour down the highway, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because fast car, me, done. So, even today, like I could own a Lamborghini, but I'd die. You know, like
You're not driving that shit slow.
I mean, talk about your Raptor.
Oh yeah, I got that supercharged Raptor.
48 hours.
Yeah, it didn't even I don't even know if I made it 48 hours. And I rolled it out here in the front yard, playing it. It snowed a little bit. And I went out there. Total.
What was that hanging upside down thinking, oh, I just spent this much on this car and it just...
No, he was laughing.
Yeah, I was laughing.
He was fucking laughing.
But,
Jafar, get the fuck up here. Get up here and set it.
My man was dying with pure laughter.
But I mean, I just knew. But it was fast. Really fast.
Super fast.
But, you know...
Slide in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Now I have the Harley Davidson truck, and it's 706 horsepower, but I don't drive it like that anymore. I'm cool. Be cool. Put a car seat in it, be cool.
True statement. True statement.
All right, number two.
What's up, Cowboy? I'm Lawrence Renz Davis.
He's up there.
I'm the co-founder and co-host of the MMA podcast, Chat Compound. So, I have a question for you, my man. So, out of curiosity, do people ever push their luck and try and challenge you to fight on the street, in public? And if so, what's happened?
Yeah, that's a good question, too. When you first... Today, now that I'm Cowboy, no, I don't get it, ever. But when I wasn't Cowboy, like growing, yeah, it happens a lot. Like, oh, I do think he's a fighter. That for sure. Back in our early days and early kickboxing days. But anymore, no, I haven't had that happen.
But MMA's blown up so much so recently that, like, back then it's not like people were like, oh, he thinks he's a fighter, I'm really a fighter. Like, and because that's what the thought has to be. It has to be, he thinks, but
for
I am.
sure, 100%.
I have an excellent story about that, in fact. Remember when Brad got in a fight in the parking lot?
Oh yeah, I was telling him about that.
And then at the end of this is the part of the story that made me laugh probably the most. As the dude was walking away, I think we had just left the gym training.
Okay, so hold on. You might have told me about this a little bit, but nobody else who's watching this right now has any idea about what's being talked about right now. So who's Brad? What
Brad's a buddy of mine who used to live at the ranch here.
Yep.
He's like a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like the psychopath dude, but he's real quiet. Like he's like a closet psychopath.
Most psychopaths are.
Yeah,
Brad.
like Brad would always talk about how he's gonna figure out how to kill you through poisoning your food over a 6-month period type shit. He's crazy. And we're like, Brad,
What are you
talking about? He's like, oh yeah, that lady, I'll just slowly poison her. And I'm like, what are you? You're gonna go to jail. You're going to prison.
So anyway, Brad's not here.
Yeah, so
anymore.
Brad's gone. Brad's gone. And remember the Whole Foods story I was telling you about? I was walking across the Whole Foods and the guy started honking.
Yeah.
Well, the guys park their car and get off and start to try to fight us. Brad just fought him because he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
And so Brad beats the fucking tar out of this kid, beat the fuck out of him on full mount. Like we were like, enough. Mm-hmm. And then his buddy ran up and smoked me in the face, punched me, blew my
You
glasses
weren't
off.
involved at all. You were
Hell
trying
no.
to calm him the fuck down.
Man, hell no. I was just like, hey man, that's between y'all. Like,
Yeah, figure
whatever.
that out.
Figure that out. His buddy ran, crow hop, cranked me, blew my glasses off. Dude, I was so fucking pissed off.
But at the time, he couldn't do anything because he's in a lawsuit.
Because I'm in a lawsuit already for the boat incident that I had happened up at Grand Lake.
So he can't do anything.
So I can't. If I'm going, and I'm on felony charges at the Colorado Lake thing, and I can't go to court with another assault charge. They'd be like, "Oh, this never happens to you, right?" So I had to just eat it. I had to just swallow it, and I was fucking infuriated.
Was there anything what held you back from doing something?
Well, Lindsay was like, no, like calming me down. Mm-hmm. And the dude comes at me again, and that's when I told him, "Who's your fucking lucky day, motherfucker?" And he's like, "Ooh, I'll bet it's my lucky day." You know what I mean? Like of course, I get it, that part. Like, you're right.
But the best part of the story is as the guys walk away, they yell, "Fake ass UFC fighters," not knowing that he's in the UFC. I was like, you have no idea what you're doing right now. Fake ass UFC fighters. We're like, oh my god.
So, yeah.
Dude, you see, like, there's no way anybody can even begin to comprehend how fucking lucky they are for that.
None. No.
There had like stars fucking aligned for you to
For
not
sure.
get a fucking beat down.
Fake ass UFC fighters.
But so to answer his
Before you go
question,
get your-
yes, it happened. It used to happen often, and no, it doesn't happen anymore.
No.
It's been a long time.
I think we got another one from this guy.
And then part two, my question for you, my man. If the circumstance ever arose in the street for a street fight, would you rather fight A, Steven Seagal, or B, Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Ooh.
What do you got, buddy?
Oh, well, he's right. If John Claude or Steven Seagal came in, I'll beat Steven Seagal's motherfucker.
Okay, hold on, because I want to clarify something too. Because right now, because he didn't specify whether it was going to be right now, today, this happens, or in 1987.
We talking the Kumite John Claude?
Yeah, but John Claude is a ballerina. He's not a real fighter. He's like a pretty ballerina. Kickball, like, he looked good. He's a movie star.
Right.
Wesley Snipes, or not Wesley Snipes. Did you say Wesley Snipes?
No.
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal, yeah.
Now, Steven Seagal, when I hear all kinds of stories doing movie stuff that he's a psychopath, he'd be really hurting.
So he knows how to fight for real.
He knows how to fuck
That
you up.
hand shit he be doing.
Yeah. I mean, but he about 450 pounds right now.
But
So
do you think you would leg kick him, head kick him, or sock him in the mouth?
But am I fighting him right now, or am I fighting him back in his prime? Back when he was, what was some of the Under Siege 2, you know what I'm saying? Back when he was the cook, you know? So I got to rethink that. Like, am I fighting Under Siege 2 Seagal? Are we both in our prime? Or am I fighting blown to the gills Seagal right now where he gonna get winded?
Well, you know what? Either way, I mean, if you were fighting them back then, nobody fucking knew jujitsu back then.
Yeah, I know back then, but I'm not fighting them as a 3-year-old boy. I'm
Yeah. So
I'm
let's
time
say,
traveling with what I am right now.
Right,
let's
right.
say you're in your prime,
Yeah.
he's in his prime, and both of those guys in their prime. Who you take?
Well, Jean-Claude Van Damme, like I say, he's a ballerina.
so that doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think he just looked. He can do all that stuff, but I just don't know how effective.
Have you ever noticed in every one of his movie posters, it's his right arm that's like going down? Like that's the fucking thing.
And I've FaceTime Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Did
yeah,
you really?
Yeah, I've talked to him. Like,
Yeah?
he's like a cool dude, but I mean,
Was he
I
like, you
still
want to go
bust-
to ballet or something?
No. Yeah, but that's what he's like. I mean, he's a ballerina, man. But now Steven Seagal, man, I used to remember sitting with my uncle watching old Seagal. He used to love that dude.
Yeah, he was the man back then. What do you mean?
So yeah, Bob busted my fucking ass.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right.
No
fair
no
enough.
problem.
No problem, he says.
So lately, there's been a lot of talk about
Oh, yeah.
going into outer space, the Space Force, Mars, UFOs. Elon Musk
What's
sending
a
cars
buffo?
into outer space.
Yeah.
So he sent this in through Instagram stories, and it chopped up, so I did a screen record to get all of it. So he said UFOs and all this other shit.
I was like, he knows some new
He
shit.
snuck this last one in just before I put this together.
All right.
But my question is, if you were given the opportunity by
Yes, I would
Elon
go.
Musk to go to Mars, to become the first fighter, rancher, and Renaissance man on Mars, would you go for it?
Yeah, 100%. I talk about this with Jafar. If a spaceship landed in the backyard of the ranch and they're like, one of you can come, I don't know if we're coming back. I'd be like, boof, I'm
Oh
gone.
my God.
Out of here. I'll go do it, but can I drive?
He says that every time, so I believe
But I
it.
cannot drive.
He said, but can I drive?
Oh,
Can
but
I
can
drive?
I drive?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I run this ship? Let's go.
He says that all the time, so
I'd go.
But of course, the alien equivalent of like you driving, they'd probably give you like one of those like toddler things with like the steering wheel and shit. And
Whatever.
you're like, I'm driving this
Yeah,
shit.
I think I am.
Like,
Who knows?
yeah, I don't know.
but you would go.
Now, let me ask this though. I know I'm adding questions in here. Does it depend on what the aliens look like?
Oh fuck. Give us two aliens. Give us
You
two
know what I
types
mean?
of aliens.
So let's say the regular UFO with the head, the eyes, and the regular mouth.
We gotta go
Or-
off of movies.
or-
Is that Mars Attacks?
We'll go with the Mars Attack one.
And they're only speaking to me through telepathy?
Sure. Or would we go?
So they already
like
know I'm going.
Independence Day.
Ooh. They were pretty
That's
scary.
good. You know what? Independence Day ones also
Yeah,
look like
yeah.
the Arrival ones too. Like
Yeah.
those look
Yeah,
like,
but you got to remember, if they're trying to get me on the spaceship, they're talking alien to me, and we're like on some bro shit.
But I feel you. But I mean, look is everything though.
You know
so
what I mean? He landed, talking about you got next spark plug, we got a breakdown. I'm like, yeah. They're like, hey, say you want to ride? And I'm like, hell yeah. So,
Yeah.
tentacles and shit all crazy.
that wouldn't matter.
Nah, because they're not all crazy
I
directed.
know.
They're not directed towards me. They needed spark plugs, and I hooked them up.
Yeah.
If they got on there, changed their tire on the spaceship for them, we're good to go.
I don't know.
But this guy's not asking about what if it's aliens. What if he's saying if Elon Musk was like, hey, we're sending 5 people to Mars,
Oh, yeah, he
and
gone.
we're gonna die
Yeah,
on
I'll go.
Mars. Like, it's a one-way trip.
Oh, the
to
one-way
go to
thing would be
Mars.
hard. I'd have to have maybe a chance to come back.
Yeah, chance of coming back.
Well, yeah, I
Get that
mean,
interstellar shit.
the problem is, I don't care who you are. I'm a man. I'm gonna need some pussy on Mars. So me and 5 other bozos going, nah, hell no. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna repopulate that
It
planet?
ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna need, I'm gonna need something.
They're both those.
You know, I can't do it.
All right, here we go. Next one.
You're fucking out of control.
What's up, Cowboy? I'm the MacGuffin Man. I got a YouTube channel where I talk about movies and all kinds of other fun shit. You seem like a guy that likes westerns, so I'm assuming you've seen Tombstone. Here's my question. Who wins in a gunfight, Wyatt Earp or Doc Holliday?
Seriously?
Yeah. Well, Doc went there and shot for Wyatt.
Yeah, because he knew what time
Yeah,
it
you know what
was.
time was. He stepped in. That's a no-brainer.
Wyatt,
I got you.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
So two in the street. You say Wyatt all day?
No,
Or
Doc.
Doc all day?
Yeah.
For
Yeah?
sure. Hands
I mean,
down.
Wyatt was a world-renowned, like, you know, marshal and gunslinger, but Doc, well, He's talking in the movie. Real life, I don't know. I'd have to see with my own eyes. But in the movie, the way he's portrayed, Doc cold. Yeah.
No questions.
That's why dude said meet me at the river. He just went down there and he went on the sneak and handled it for him.
Yeah, I got you.
Got you.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? Wyatt came down like, my man! Acted like he was mad, but he wasn't. He was woo! Take care, Wrangle for it. Appreciate it.
Obviously, Roadhouse and Kickboxer are the two best 80s action movies. So who you got in a fight? Patrick Swayze or Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Oh, Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze.
Well, he said kickboxer?
Yeah.
But is it the? So I have to ask this. I should be FaceTiming these guys. I'd like to ask the question, like if someone asked me if I could sleep with any actress, I want what's her name? Black Widow.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, but only as Black Widow.
Not as Scarlett Johansson.
So is he fighting John Van Damme or is he fighting Kickboxer? And because Kickboxer mopped the fucking dust the floor with Patrick Swayze's bouncer ass.
Ooh.
Bro.
Are you serious?
Bro.
Patrick Swayze's cutthroat in Roadhouse.
And Roadhouse, but motherfucker at the Kumite. Boo, boo.
I'm going Patrick Swayze.
You're going
No
Patrick Swayze.
way.
I'm
Dude.
going Patrick Swayze Roadhouse, my guy. You're kidding me.
Because he defended one boot night kick.
That was epic though.
Left boot kick. Come on, man.
That
No.
shit was tight. Are you kidding me?
Bro, no way. Motherfucking, John Clavitt kickboxer.
Listen, he done went for his little split kick. My man would have slid under, cracked him in the sack, boom, because he's fighting dirty. It's a bar fight.
And
you
then
see what I'm saying?
is it John Clavitt Van Damme he met the dude in the jungle or after?
I mean,
That's a good question.
Ooh.
That's a good question.
I mean, did he just win the Kumite? You know what I'm saying? Brother in a wheelchair. Sloth is what's his name? Not Sloth.
Not
That's
Sloth.
That's
No, wrong movie.
But what's the guy from
The big dude you're talking, right? Who got socked up by Chung Lee?
Yeah, what is the big guy? What movie's he in? God damn it.
I don't know his name.
got socked up by Chung Lee.
Yeah, beat his ass.
Beat his ass and took his headband.
Oh yeah.
And like wrapped it around his knee.
So we need some clarification on your question here.
Sure do, buddy.
Yo,
Oh, hey, what's up?
I want to know, are you asking me if...
You froze.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, what's up, man?
So, your question, I want to know, is it's not Patrick Swayze against Jean-Claude Van Damme. You're talking about Kickboxer against the Roadhouse, against Dale. What's his name, Roadhouse?
Dale, maybe? I think it was Dale.
So
Sure, let's say Dale.
like we're talking fresh out the Kumite movie fighter and the bar guy
From Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Roadhouse.
Nah, dude. My man just won the Kumite, cut the glass, cut my rap. Boom, 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 gone. Yeah, alright.
That was all.
There's rules in the Kumite. My
There's
man.
rules in the Kumite.
Patrick
Hey, you
Swayze-
can't take fucking powder out of your belt and throw it in people's face.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze knows no bounds in Roadhouse, bro. But I guess, go for it.
Bro, he ain't fucking with some TIE fighter.
I'm telling you, bro. He don't know no
He
rules.
he messing with drunk dudes at the bar.
Hey, left boot, bro.
That dude,
Hi, Cowboy. My name is Marco Kelly. I'm 16. I'm from Pennsylvania. And my question for you is, what do you enjoy most about fighting in MMA / like the UFC? We'll be rooting for you in your next fight.
What is my favorite part about fighting in the UFC?
Yeah, what do you? Well, he asked what you enjoy most about MMA. Is it narrowed down to a specific practice, or or is it the adrenaline of being there at the fight?
Yeah, it's like a two-part answer to that question. My favorite part of fighting, of course, is fighting. Like, I love fighting. Like, if we go on a Saturday night, I'd love more than anything to get into a bar fight, like I used to back in the day. But, right, like, so fun. But, so, fighting to me, I love. But the side of training for MMA, like training to train, is a lot of fun, too. I enjoy it. I enjoy kickboxing. I enjoy, like, the MMA. I hate wrestling, but it,
Shots fired.
it,
Always.
you know, that's like the the camaraderie of the game. Like tonight, everyone's coming up. We have a bunch of people mixing up in there. Like to me, that's a shit ton of fun. Just playing. It's a different kind of thing. Sometimes it draws out, like hitting pads. Like, oh, you don't want to be there. But the days that you do want to be there, there's nothing like it. It's totally fun, totally exciting. And
is there any way to channel that? Is there like, is you've talked about that before, like where it's like the days where you do want to be there. Is there any way to set yourself up for that, or is it just the fucking stars align and that fucking works out?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fucking hard, man.
It is really hard because the days, it sucks. Sometimes the days you don't want to be there are the days you have to be there the most, you know? So that part of it is hard. But even, I think, if I hit $3 million, $30 million, $300 million lottery, I'd still fight. For sure. Oh, yeah. For sure. Camps would be a lot more fun.
It does seem like a big difference between you and most other fighters that I look at is that, like, and maybe I'm totally wrong on this, and correct me if I am, but you fight because you love to fight.
Yes.
You don't fight for you're not like, oh, this is something that I'm good at, so I guess I'll do this. You would find a way to fight even if like you stepped off right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, just competing in general, you know, I love that side of that. But I think that's fighting. The UFC puts so much pressure on it nowadays. You know what I mean? Like I think there's a bit of like self-sabotage that happens on my end. Like when you're expected and everyone wants you to win, it's like, man, fuck, I'm not into it. I don't care. Like when you just go to fight, like my last fight, dude, I love that. It's so much fun. Like we were in the back. I couldn't wait to get out there to get like, let's fucking go. Like let's rock. You know? So there's nothing to win, nothing to lose. Just go fight. That's what I enjoy the most.
Right
For
on.
sure.
Hi, Cowboy. It's Taylor. Drinking some Mars here.
Taylor was one of our winners was the number one winner, and I asked her if she had a question for you, so she sent this one over.
Does she say her last name?
Yes,
she
she
spelled-
did.
yeah,
Yes,
she
she did. She said Ibarra.
Okay.
Ibarra.
Yeah.
Question. What is the craziest thing you've ever done that's given you the most adrenaline rush?
How was skydiving?
That's why I was like, why are we pausing here? Like,
Yeah, I'm like, huh? Skydiving wasn't that bad?
Nah.
Okay.
No, remember I went for like 2 weeks every day.
That's what I'm saying. So
I know, but I was just trying to get my license, so I was like doing it as a job, like
Sure.
ooh.
Sure.
But
What about that time you went scuba diving?
yeah, she said the most exciting I've ever been.
Yeah.
The biggest adrenaline rush, yeah.
Yeah, but that was the cave diving was more of like the most scared and like
Scariest,
checking
okay.
myself I've ever been.
Yeah, yeah.
God, I don't know. I've done most excited. I don't know.
Flying the airplane when we were in Vegas?
Yeah, that's
Wait,
cool.
you flew an airplane?
Yeah, like $1 million plane.
Oh, sure.
Well, I have my pilot's license, so we took this airplane out, and it was funny because the guy was like, "Oh, he's gonna be. What do you say? I'm gonna puke."
He's gonna puke and he's gonna pass out. Watch what I do to your boy. Like,
And then the guy took the sticks back from me, like, "Yeah, it's time to.
yeah, he was like,
Ooh, we
okay,
need
okay,
it.
okay.
It's time to go back in. We got it. Yeah."
So how do you go to Vegas and just fly $1 million plane?
Right? We found this guy that had a. So there's only like a couple planes that can take like the G's that this plane can take, spinning and rolling and pulling. So it was a lot of fun.
Do you remember what kind of plane it was?
No, some fucking crazy trade plane.
Yeah.
Oh, like one of those Red Bull planes that does like
Exactly.
Yeah, it was wild.
Fuck yeah.
As soon as they took off, it was like,
Straight up shit.
I was like,
Yes.
Cool. That was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But the guy's like, "You're gonna pass." I was like, "Dude, yeah, right. Let's go. Let's go."
I'm used to 6,000 feet elevation.
So I don't
My
know.
car
I
was
don't
on point.
know. The craziest. I have no clue. That's such a hard question because, I mean, other than fighting, that's like to me is crazy.
Yeah, because you talked about that before, where you were saying that like when you were first walking in, it was like the blinders were up and everything. I feel like those blinders only come up on the sides when you're really having that adrenaline rush and all.
Yeah, man,
Like,
I
but
love-
now obviously very different, but
Yeah, like skydiving's cool. I don't know. It is what it is.
So we have an answer
Like, I hated-
to would you get in a spaceship with aliens, but we don't have an answer to your biggest adrenaline.
I love skydiving. I hate flying the canopy. Like, it's so boring.
I'll agree with that.
Like the part where
I'll
you're like
agree with
flying the thing, like
Yeah.
waiting to get to Earth, like
Yeah.
bro.
But coming out of the plane,
Yeah, now that's fun. Like jumping out, flying and flipping and rolling. That's
Yeah.
cool. But as soon as you pull your canopy, you're like, oh god, now yeah, boring.
You just sit there and like think like, man, if I would have pulled my chute a little later.
Oh,
I
you-
would've
we push it to the limit. So
Do you?
yeah, fuck
real.
yeah, every time.
That was fun. That was good.
So yeah, I don't know what the. I don't have an answer for that. No clue.
Hi, Mr. Cerrone. My question is, what was your feeling when you saw your very first like trading card? Like, what did that mean to you, and what was your feeling when you got it?
Like me on the card,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it was WEC for sure. I don't know who. Maybe Tops made them.
Tops for sure.
Tops, yeah.
Really, Tops made him?
And you
Yeah.
know what? I helping our buddy move today.
Yeah.
He pulled that card out. That's so weird that he asked that. Spencer has your first card with your autograph on it right now, laminated.
I'm gonna need to get that back.
He has it right now.
It's like totally surreal, you know. But I think like even like the dolls and the posters and like everything that they make, like now it doesn't mean anything. But one day, like Lindsay always grabbing, like one day our kids are gonna like this. We're gonna put it away, and to me it's just stuff. But I don't know. I don't know how to answer that correctly. Like I'm sure he wants to be like, "Yeah, I was so stoked. The coolest thing ever is like being in the video game." But I don't even play video games, so that's not even that cool. You know, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I don't know what you're saying.
no, like,
Right? What do you mean? You're in a video game.
Hey, Jafar, who do you want to be? Do you want to be Sub-Zero, Scorpion, or Cowboy?
and I've never played.
yeah, it doesn't really
I've
matter.
never played as myself, ever.
Never played as yourself?
Never, not once. So I don't even know if I own.
Who
the
did you?
UFC game.
Who would you play as?
In the UFC?
Yeah.
Oh, random shuffle. I just let it.
Let it go.
Sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sure.
Did you ever like you don't seem like the kind of kid who was into like any sort of like baseball cards or any shit
No.
like that when you were a kid or anything
Never.
like that. But like you see him get.
You know what I
saw him
did get
traded
into?
around and shit.
Motherfucking Pog. Did
You
ever
got
play-
into Pogs?
Come on.
You got those big ass
Yeah,
suits and
stackers.
everything?
Yeah.
I still got it.
So
Still got
that-
it,
if we're talking about, you know, that was pre-video games. We had the
Oh, that was elementary betting.
Slammers, you
N64 just barely came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pogs came out right after Super Mario 3 came out.
Yeah, something around that time, I think.
And you could fly behind the last screen and get that. You know, that's probably the
Yeah.
last video game I played.
I have some questions. Number one,
Oh, my.
once I get that work visa, they're gonna need to exit that room, so you can give them a heads up now.
For what she said?
What was the question?
Who's in room 3?
Oh, it's open.
Number two, the charcuterie board. Well, it's more of a charcuterie plate now, but whatever happened to that? Is it done? Can you ship that shit to me? Like, what happened to it?
I didn't even
I
know
worked hard on
Canadians
that.
use profanity.
I know. She'll apologize after.
For sure.
So, what is the charcuterie board and who is that?
That's
'Cause that was
Shar,
obviously a reaction.
our strength and conditioning coach. But we do a lot of like woodworking and metalworking, and we make a bunch of cool stuff here. So I made these cutting boards out of old oak hardwood floor, and she wanted to learn how to make it, so I showed her how to make it. But she went home, so she's like, "Where's my, like? No, you got to finish your own thing."
So she's got to find a way to get into the United States.
Yeah, it's been like 2
from
years.
the
Yeah,
closed
I'm not
border of
gonna
Canada.
finish it. I'm not gonna make her board so she can be like, "Oh yeah, I made that."
Right. For sure. Oh, look at this slick board.
Nah,
I made.
hell, that's she got to come finish it.
Do we have any idea when Char might get in?
No.
No.
Soon as the borders open back up,
Jeez.
which is even crazier how we have Pedro with no visa. Just sneaking in.
Hey, he's got a visa.
Next question.
Next question.
Number three, how much are you missing our workouts? My little blue book of data and science, heart rate monitors. I already know you're rolling your eyes.
For sure.
Same workouts all the time.
That's what I want to know. I want to ask
That's why
strength
you're
conditioning
good.
coaches. Why isn't every workout different? Why is it the same workout throughout the whole camp? I never got that. Like, if I was a
cannot
strength
give you a good
conditioning
answer
guy,
to
I would
that.
like,
Switch it up.
Today we're doing this, we're doing that. I mean, I get it throughout the week they change. But then here come Monday again, back to the fucking same shit.
So
Always.
cycle it through
And they're
a loop
like,
in the
so we
week.
can see progress. Like, fuck, if I'm doing 60-pound dumbbells and by the end I'm doing 90-pound, can't you figure out how to fucking do a different workout?
Oh my god.
So
boring.
Here I have a
Look
follow
at
up.
this face she's making.
I have a follow up for you.
Filthy Canadian.
Does it work?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah. You don't want to admit it.
I don't know.
I don't know if it works.
Hey, what's good, Cowboy? This is Rich Holden. I'm the guy who gets shot in the head in the first 2 minutes of Ashburn.
Oh, yeah, you
I wanted
are.
to thank you for being a dope dude to work with on set about a year ago and proving to be a righteous motherfucker through and through.
Nice.
Anyways, I'm curious about your acting career, what's been going on with it since a year ago that I saw you, and if there's anything in the next 5-10 years, roles-wise, that you'd really like to play.
This dude can cry on command.
Like full blown or
Bro,
just tears?
no, full blown. So in the scene, they put a gun to his
Wait,
head.
hold on. So what is the movie you did? What is this?
It's like a short. It wasn't actually a movie. It was like it's called Ashburn. Me and Keith Jardine did it, and it's like a teaser, I guess you could say.
Okay.
15-minute intro.
Oh, it's
to,
like a prequel to a film, maybe like to
Yeah.
help sell it in something.
But it was the only. I don't know. I don't want to talk for. I'm not sure what his plan to help sell it, or just that's all he wanted to do. It was cool. Anyways, this guy is a guard, and they put him on his knees to get Keith to open the door, and he has to on command. He has to like cry like they're out there, kill me. And Nate motherfucker bawling.
It's not everything.
Bro, dude. And I mean, like, action, wham, and turn it on. And then after, I'm like, man, for real? He's like, yeah, man, that's what I do. I was like, what? It was insane. And we did it like 10 times, I feel like. He would just crank into it. It was nuts. I was blown away by it. It was fucking cool. I had to see him again.
That's a good actor, man.
I think he said he did theater. I could be wrong, but I think theater is where we were talking about that he does a lot of theater. I don't know what that means differently, but the other guy that was with them was also theater. It was cool to watch them do their shit, but
Yeah, people who like invest their like that's what they do and everything. You get to step on with them and everything. It's like somebody coming here and getting to see you train.
it was fun. It was totally cool. We were in the middle. I forgot where we were. Up in fuck. I don't even know where we filmed.
Is that Southern Illinois?
I don't remember where we were.
That was supposed to be
We were
lighting
at some
lighting
cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. But this whole COVID thing, everything shut down. So no, I had this really big Western. I was a bad guy. It's actually just starting back up, so hopefully it gets going. An all black Western.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sure.
Of course, I'll be the white guy, probably a bad guy.
I was gonna ask about that.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's not a black and white Western, you know what I mean? It's an all black Western.
I feel like.
So of course the white guy is the bad guy.
Well, yeah, of course. What do you mean?
Probably my guy is probably like a super cool looking, clean cut
I doubt
gangster with a knife.
it. I doubt it.
Blow your top hat off. Pew!
That is the sound it would make.
Yeah.
That is the sound Westerners make when you shoot something.
A long echo. Fraudulent.
So nothing as far as acting goes.
Yeah,
Nah,
what
no-
role would you want to play? You gotta be something.
Well, actually, yeah. So as far as role goes, you did for Spencer. You did like the stunt choreography for everything.
Right, for everything.
So would you rather be an actor in the next movie, or would you rather?
Oh,
do
actor.
stunt?
It's so
Really?
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the funnest thing. It's like pretending you get to be somebody. Like if somebody wants to pretend to be a UFC fighter, you get to pretend to be whatever that character is. And then you get to make your own backstory for that character. Like you get to create everything. That was the coolest thing. I did this movie, Puppy Love. It just got into a big film festival the end of this month.
What's it called?
It's called Puppy Love. And I was like one of the main actors in that. And that was so much fun. But anyways, you get to give your character a backstory, how he grew up. And that was the director told me to do. Like that's how you create the emotions that you need to have on Like kind of like how this my man started crying. He must have, I don't know what fucked up dark place he had to go to every time, but something, you know. But yeah, so you get to pretend you're someone you're not, you know.
Make your own world.
Yeah, make your own world. It's cool. It's crazy, but I enjoy it a lot. It's a lot of fun. Tons of fun, actually.
Is there a giant franchise that you'd be, whether it's like Indiana Jones or Star Wars or some shit that you'd be like, that you would flip to jump into?
Well, Indiana Jones would be cool. Anything. I like westerns though. Yeah, I kind of
picked up on that.
Picked up on that. Yeah, you know. But also, I wouldn't mind doing, you know, like Jason Statham movies, like shit like that.
Oh, that'd be tight.
Right?
Yeah.
Kind of. I feel like the world is in desperate need for someone to get behind and root for. Like when we grew up, we had Stallone and we had Arnold Schwarzenegger. We had what's the Die Hard guy's name? Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
And that was kind of art, like those heroes. The you know what I mean? The guys who like, oh hell yeah. And right now we don't really have anybody. There's not really any like guys that are like mans that people can get behind. Like yeah, I think that's how I feel.
The only hero movies coming out are like superhero movies and stuff like that.
Right.
Would there ever be anything with that you'd be like, oh, that'd be cool?
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
In a fucking minute there.
Yeah,
that's
easy. That'd be cool to play any of those roles. You know.
Spandex up.
Ooh.
Oh, you come on.
Well, that took a dive quick.
Ooh. You gonna spandex it up? Shut up.
Yeah.